I have secured a job. Boo, surprise, new haircut. Hi baes. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. If you guys read the title of this video, you guys kind of know what you're going into. Voiceover me, just wanted to say hi real quick. I'll see you guys later in the video when we chat. Old haircut me is going to be speaking to you momentarily. Good morning. I talked to you guys a little bit in the last video what was kind of going on recently. And if you guys are new here, hello, I am Camilla, and I have been doing social media / influencing since I was like 19. I'm 22 now. For some overall background for you guys, I was not making significant money, like livable money, until about a year ago, I think. And before that, it was more so of like a part-time thing. So it was great, like as a side gig, but I always had another part-time job. When I moved to New York, I came here with no job, nothing. All I had was savings. I'm completely financially independent from my parents since I was around like 16, basically. I moved here when I was 18. The first year here, I was just working anything and everything. I had multiple jobs. I had a full-time job and a part-time job. I had side gigs. I had freelance stuff. I was doing so many jobs at once just to make ends meet. And then I had one full-time job and one part-time job the second year. And that's kind of when I started to just like dabble in social media. Was not making any money from it at all though. And around 6 months after I started actually like posting and stuff, then I started to get like little like 250 there, 500 there from social media. And I was still working my full-time and part-time jobs, which were doing event management, some PR management, a little bit of marketing, and then I was also doing like a barista job or a retail job full-time, and then social media on the side. So I had those 3 jobs going for me for a while, and that's kind of what I was doing for the next like as I continued to grow on social media. I continued to have those jobs with me. And then about a year ago, I was in the position where I was able to quit my part-time barista job, focus completely on social media, not take any more freelance projects on event management or anything, and I really wanted to just focus on social media, and I was in the place where I could do that. So I did. And now a year later, price of living is just really fucking expensive. Social media is just not cutting it anymore. It doesn't really matter if my account is growing or not. It's more so you don't make money off of followers and likes. I mean, some people do, but I don't. I make money from brand deals, and things have just been really slow recently. I have to get another part-time job. It does kind of feel like a step backwards because I went from the part-time job and social media to full-time social media, and now I'm back to the part-time and social media. It does suck a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. Life will go on. I'm still very grateful to be in the position that I am and to have the platform that I have. This also is going to show you with influencers in general, a lot of the time, the influencers that you watch on social media, they already come from money. You know, they already have money. Their parents were able to help them financially so that they could focus on social media, grow their platforms, and then become financially independent or not, or still having money from their parents, whatever. I'm not saying everyone. Of course, there's like a good amount of influencers who work their way up from nothing to where they are now, which is amazing, and that is a goal of mine. I aspire to be that eventually. It's just like, if you don't have like millions of followers and you're having consistent brand deals, you're not making a significant livable wage. So I'm only telling you guys this to put this in perspective, and I know I do this like a lot, like compare my life to other influencers' lives and stuff like that, and it's like you can't do that because it is just so unobtainable, certain lifestyles that these influencers have, because they usually come from money, and that's just like the reality of it. Living in New York, rent, bills, I have 2 pets, myself, of course. There's a lot of things. I'm also preparing for a move, a cross-country move, which I have to save money for and such, so right now it's just not enough. So I weighed all my options, and I took 2 interviews last week, which were for full-time marketing, PR positions, but I decided that that wasn't the way to go because I would have to work 9 to 5 every single day. I wouldn't be able to do social media, and ultimately social media is something that I really want to pursue. I believe in myself that I can eventually get to the place where I can do it full-time again. Until then, I need some extra money. Another factor that brought me to not take those full-time positions is the fact that I am moving in 5 months, so I don't want to like get comfortable in an office or something and then have to quit like 2 months later. So that just doesn't really feel like a realistic option for me. So then I was like, okay, let's do a part-time job, baristaing, because I have a lot of experience in that. Retail, I have experience in that. Assistant positions, receptionist positions. These are all the things that I was just kind of considering and going around in my head. And I have now narrowed it down to either baristaing in my direct neighborhood where I can easy to get to, or receptionist at possibly like a yoga or Pilates studio, for the simple fact that I would be able to get a free membership or free classes at whatever yoga or Pilates studios I could work at, which would be kind of like 2 birds, 1 stone. So it could help me build upon my fitness goals, and I would also be getting a part-time paid job. Those are my 2 things right now. So right now I have a hair mask in, so I'm gonna go bathe, get ready, bring my resume to a couple of coffee shops around my neighborhood, and then go into Williamsburg to go to like the really fancy, nice Pilates and yoga studios, drop my resume over there for receptionist positions and stuff, and I guess we'll just see. So I just want to take you guys along the journey, kind of tell you the realities of a lot of things that are going on in my life. I don't know if this is relatable to y'all, other influencers, I don't know. I'm speaking my truth. Honestly, I would love just a part-time job at like a really nice yoga or Pilates studio. That would be better than a barista position in my opinion, but I'll take what I can get. So let's go find me a job. They weren't hiring, so off to the next. Walked over to the studio and they're closed. So many places are on maps, but they're actually closed in real life. I just went to Solid Core, but they're in the middle of a class, so they locked the doors, so I can't go there. I'm gonna walk into this bookstore, because why not? Ask if they're hiring. Well, I'm back home. A little disappointing, but it is what it is. I got a couple emails, so I'm gonna send my resume to the emails that they gave me. I think, honestly, now that I went in person and looked around and stuff, a lot of the like Pilates studios, like they close their doors while they're having a class, and they ended up just giving me an email and saying like, oh, we don't know if we're hiring, you can send it to this email. That's my fa. Making some lunch, so maybe I'm thinking that like online is the best route, which kind of sucks because I feel like in person is just better. Like they can gauge your energy and stuff like that, and you can't really do that when like just sending out an email. But I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna eat my lunch, then I'm gonna send out some emails, and I'm just also gonna look in this area where I live if there's some yoga or Pilates studios that I can send my resume to. And then I guess tomorrow maybe I'll just do cafes. Day 2. We're going to coffee shops today. So the job hunting is a little rough at the moment. I literally spent like hours sending out emails, applying through websites. I went in person, and literally I was not fucking catching a break. I don't know, I was in fucking like dream world. I thought it was gonna take me like 1 week to find a job, which is why I filmed this video and it's taken me 2 weeks to get it out. But I thought it was gonna be 1 week, easy peasy, like it's just a little part-time job, no issue. Girl, it's New York, be realistic. Like everyone is looking for a part-time job. Which is another thing that I've just come to like realize is like everyone who is doing anything creative, whether that's social media like me, or a photographer, or acting, or modeling, anything that's like in the creative world, like they're also having a part-time job to make ends meet. Genuinely, every single person that I know that is not like financially dependent on their parents or family, they have a part-time job in retail, waitressing, hostess, receptionist, assistant, anything of the sorts, just to make rent and bills. That's the income they can rely on monthly, and then everything else is just extra. And of course they're trying to grow themselves creatively, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. I did it before and I'll do it again, and I'll do it even fucking better. So at this point in the video, I was honestly kind of going through it as fuck. I was getting a little depressed and a little anxious about money and such. I had one really good day, which was Valentine's Day, and it was just a really lovely day. My boyfriend made it special for me. I'm gonna show you guys in a sec. And Sabrina Carpenter, a role model, came out with new music. So I was having a good time. It's Valentine's Day. I have like no makeup, looking a little fucking rough, but like full fit on. As y'all know, we're a little tight with money right now, so we're working with a budget for Valentine's Day. I went to Friends, which is like my favorite little gift store. I'll show you guys what I got him later, but I need to run to the grocery market to get some unsalted butter, brown sugar, cocoa powder, and chocolate chips, because I'm making him heart-shaped brookies because he loves brookies. So I'm gonna go do that before he gets home. Okay, bye. So much good music is dropping today. Sabrina Carpenter, 5 songs. Role Model, 5 songs. Deluxe version of Short and Sweet. I am so fed from my pop music. Time to make brookies. I got all the ingredients. Busy Woman has just come on, and now I'm about to be a busy woman and bake for my boyfriend. Domestication before the baking montage. My mom got me baking bowls with cups for Christmas, and they finally came in. Red, of course, to match the KitchenAid. Look how fucking cute we are right now. Me and my KitchenAid and my bowls. We're all twinning. This is actually crazy because I look insane with like no makeup on, but like fully fitted. Perfect misses. Okay, that's all. Okay, bye. I told you guys earlier in the video that I was doing influencing full-time for the past year, and I actually looked back into my emails and memories and stuff, and it's actually only been like 8 months. I was talking to my boyfriend about it and such, and we came to realize that I had saved up a lot of money when I was doing part-time and influencing, so that I was in the place where I could do influencing full-time. And I think that's how I kind of got into this situation that I'm in now. It's always slow during winter time. It's just like really exceptionally slow right now. I also think like influencer marketing in general, a lot of brands are pivoting. Social media is just like really highly saturated right now, so it's a little bit more difficult to make it, I guess. I don't know, but the situation is what it is, and the price of living in New York specifically is just insane. Like Con Ed, groceries, and rent are through the motherfucking roof. A girl's gotta eat.
To drive You learned to swim. You learned to lie. Keep some things within. You learned to write. You learned to speak. You learned to care for other people's needs. You will learn how to live without.
I ended up in the end getting way more responses, even if they were to just turn me down and be like, hey, we're not hiring, or we'll keep you in mind, whatever. I got way more responses via email. I emailed, kid you not, like I think every fucking Pilates studio in Lower Manhattan and Brooklyn, and yoga as well. But that's where I got the most responses, was via email, so I was just fucking spamming that shit.
I needed to shower. Sorry for the lighting, it's so dark.
If there's one thing you should
I was like applying to a bunch of jobs, responding to a bunch of emails, and then I got a phone call from my team leader for New York Cares because I had signed up for volunteer work today, and I thought I put it on my calendar as tomorrow. So I got fucked. It was a whole thing. So I like hustled to get all of my shit together and just ran straight here, and I'm just finished. I'm coming back. It's really fucking cold, by the way. And yeah, now I'm going home to continue what I was doing, which was just being on my computer and stuff. But that was honestly like a really nice break. Today I did volunteering with LGBT elderly, and we did like a spa day. So we did facials and nails and stuff, and I was on nail duty. But it was just so interesting being able to talk to all of these people and their journeys, talking about their families and such. Honestly, it was just a really heartwarming experience. So that was an amazing break in the middle of my job hunting. Now I'm gonna go home, back to the grind, back to finding work. Things are just like a little weird right now, feeling wise for me, because it's like I'm going through my everyday life. I live in a beautiful home, have food in the fridge that I can eat, and I'm going through my daily routines, and I'm also still going to events, I'm still filming, I'm still posting and doing things for social media, and then I'm coming back home and being slapped in the face by the reality that I still have not found a job. It's a weird balance right now, like going from an event with these really extroverted and cool creative people, meeting different brands and such, and then going home and being slapped in the face with the fact that I like don't have any fucking money, and I need to pay next month's rent, I need to pay groceries next week, I need to pay for my dog and cat's food subscriptions. And I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of how I'm going about this because I feel like that's a little too TMI. The way that like the brand deals work, you do a brand deal. Let's say I did a brand deal tomorrow. I'm not going to get paid for that for at least another 30 days or 60 days, depending on the net. And that's kind of where I'm at now. And I know the next time I get paid isn't until the end of March for a brand deal that I did this month. And it's just like, well, I can't just like not have money for the entire month of March. You know what I mean? Some months I'll get like 2-3 checks one month, and then the next month I won't get any. So it's like, of course you're not spending all of it at once, but it's a little hard to plan for the future when you don't know how consistent work is going to be. So it's just like a lot. Hence, you need a part-time job to have consistent cash monthly, so you know Your rent and groceries are covered every month no matter what, and everything else is on top of that. Nonetheless, I feel so lucky that I get to come home to my space here in Brooklyn, to my boyfriend and my animals, and just being in my room is such like a safety place for me with all of my things. And obviously things can be so much worse. I am a proactive person. I've always been that way, and this is just another bump in the road, and we are going to get past this. I am hopeful things are definitely going to turn around. I want to end this video by telling you guys that I have secured a job. I secured a job at a Pilates studio chain. There are multiple locations. I actually got accepted to 2 jobs, 2 different Pilates studios, and I ended up taking this one because they had a very flexible scheduling situation. You can basically make your own schedule. You can work 4 days one week, 2 days another week. It's very much like, it's just like a very nice scheduling system, and I think that works great for also being able to continue doing social media. And I get free Pilates classes, which is exactly what I wanted. So this summer, y'all are gonna see me a little speck of dust in the wind, because that's how snatched I'm gonna be. I knew I could do it. I knew I could find a job. Took longer than expected. Unfortunately, do not start until next weekend, so I still have to wait. But I think it's just the next 2 weeks that are gonna be a little rough, and after the 2 weeks I'll get my first paycheck, because they pay weekly, which thank fucking God they pay weekly. That is so fucking lit. So in 2 weeks things will pick up, things will be slaying, and then end of March I get some checks. Everything will be fine. Thank you so much for listening. If you guys are also in a little financial snafu, y'all are gonna get through this too. Email, fucking blast your resume to everyone possible. You're gonna find something. It's just gonna take a bit. I love you guys. I hope you guys are doing so good, and I will see you very soon.